Light, camera, action.
Hey man, share it if you want to share it. If you don't worry about it. Like it if you like it. If you don't worry about it. But nothing is off limits. Let's get right to it. People want to know how I feel about certain podcasters. Wow. Well, first of all, I'm not here to beat up other blacks, but I am here to be honest. And that crab in a barrel syndrome, it does exist. But let me say this, and this is not being a crab in a barrel, this is just telling my truth. I used to be a real big fan of Drink Champs. But I no longer like Nori as a personality. You know what I'm saying? And that used to be my favorite podcast was Drink Champ, and congratulations on the award. But I think that Nori is a dancing monkey. And I think he's a dancing monkey. Like one of the monkeys that clap like this. I think he's a dancing monkey. I think he's an Uncle Tom. I think he's a white man's boy.
What's wrong with Nori?
A lot. I like DJ. What's his name? The other guy, the white guy,
his partner,
the Spanish guy. Effie, something like that. I like him.
Yeah.
But Nori, I used to like Nori because he came out of hip hop, and I used to like CNN. But Nori, I feel a certain way about, especially the way he did Kanye. He tricked Kanye with these questions, knowing that Kanye is very passionate, and if you ask him the wrong thing, he's gonna fly off the handle and just say what's on his mind before he think about it and dissect it right. So he did this to Kanye, and then when all the heat came, his homeboy Kanye, this my partner, I love him, but when the heat came, instead of Nori saying, Kanye is my friend, I stand behind him, but his opinion is his opinion, I'm not here to judge that, I'm just here to ask questions. He didn't do that. Nori threw Kanye out in the fire. He threw, even though he agitated that situation, he just threw him out in the fire when all the heat came. And I didn't like the way he turned his back on Kanye. To me, that was a coward buster move. What else? Nori did something else too. I didn't like how, see, in this business, you can't pick sides. See, Little Dirk got all these dudes feeling like they pick sides now. If you feature on NBA Youngboy, I never do music with you again. He making people pick sides. Hip hop has never been about picking sides. You know what I'm saying? Boosie used to be on anybody's song. UGK used to be on anybody's song, your enemy song, his enemy song, anybody came with the money. Nori don't want to interview Cuban Link because he say Fat Joe is his buddy. And my thing is, you just the interviewer, you the podcaster, the people at the news, they don't say because DTR killed him, we're not going to interview him from the jail cell. They just report in the news. You know what I'm saying? And Nori is being biased. Now, what if Cuban Link was the other guy's friend? What if he was the other guy's friend? Then what do you do? You know what I'm saying? So I just think it was unfair for him to allow Fat Joe to speak his piece and not Cuban Link. It's unfair to hear one side of the story and not both. Nori's supposed to be neutral in the situation. He wasn't. I don't like it.
You don't think the fact that they consistently drinking through the whole program got anything to do with it?
I don't. I just think that's a power move. That's sponsors. That's money. I don't. I just think that Nori has brought the streets into the podcast, and instead of him staying neutral, he making you choose a side. He's choosing a side that's completely unfair. So, Dream Champion used to be one of my favorite podcast shows, and it's no longer based off Nori being a dancing monkey.
So what about Doggy Diamonds?
Doggy Diamond, I like Doggy Diamonds. Doggy Diamond is very smart. I like Doggy Diamonds, and I think people don't know, but Doggy Diamonds actually owned Gangster Chronicles that Mob James, the grumpy old man, you know, that's what I call Mob James. But Doggy Diamonds used to, I think he owned the Gangster Chronicles. I like Doggy Diamonds, but he's been around for a long time, but he still don't have the name. People know who he is. He like UGK Underground King. He not crossover. Who else? I like the Breakfast Club. I consider that a podcast radio show. I like the Breakfast Club. I don't know how I feel about Angela Yee not being there. Well, I don't think Angela Yee, honestly, I don't think she really brought a lot to the table. I think she do better on lip service than she did on Breakfast Club. I think the Breakfast Club should be called Charlamagne and the Breakfast Club. Because you really going there to listen to Charlamagne, to be honest with you.
What about $1 million worth of game?
Oh my God, $1 million worth of game. Well, I'm just gonna be honest with you. I think Gilly the Kid is a sucker. Now, that's no offense against Gilly the Kid. So I'm sorry, Gilly. I don't mean you're a sucker in real life. I just mean I don't rock with you far as a podcaster. I don't like a whole lot of stuff that he say. It's just not believable. Gilly the Kid personality is not believable for me. It's just not. Wallow cool, but I don't like how Gilly talks down on Birdman. I think he act like a scorned baby mama when it comes to Birdman. And you know, Lil Wayne kind of, when he tried to talk to Lil Wayne at a show or something, Lil Wayne brushed him off like, Gilly, you really deserve that. The way you've been talking about these people, this man, yeah, Gilly, you deserve that, man.
So, are you one of the black people who still watch Vlad TV?
Vlad?
Yeah, because most black people don't watch him no more.
No, I watch Vlad TV.
Why?
I like Vlad TV. I like the content. And I don't believe Vlad is the police. I believe that anybody that goes on Vlad that incriminate themselves, it's not Vlad, it's them. Because he ain't got no gun in your head making you say these things. I believe that Vlad is just a reincarnation of who I used to be when it comes to podcasts.
What's good about his content versus everybody else?
I don't know. I mean, I just like his content. I like Vlad TV. I don't know why you say black people don't like that.
Well, there's a lot of reasons. It's a lot of reasons.
Well, I mean, I don't see it.
Well, the main reason is because he disrespected a lot of black people that we like. You know, the main one being Minister Louis Farrakhan. But
Well, I love Mr. Louis Farrakhan, and I don't get into the personal judgment.
Well, no, he disrespected.
Well, I never heard it, but I believe it because I heard people talk about it. But I haven't gave my opinion about Vlad on a personal level. I like Vlad TV, but on his personal level, I don't know a lot about him to give my personal opinion. I've heard him say a few things that I don't agree with, but as far as his content, the people that he interviewed, it's very interesting to watch.
Well, you know, Godfrey and the other people that used to be over there, Lord Jamal, they used to be over there real regular. They broke off and got
I remember that.
They got the Yana Dameen podcast with Rod Dicker, and they do their thing.
Yeah, don't nobody really,
Right.
you know, nobody really, you know, it's not something that everybody checks for.
Well, so a lot of people watch Corey Holcomb and the 5150 podcast. That's something you should check out if you ain't checking that out.
But those are okay, but they don't have big names like Tax Stone had a big name before he left. And of course, I don't agree with the bully tactics that Tax Stone had, but he had a big following. I like Joe Budden and his show. I don't like when Nori made the statement about all these rappers and stuff failing at podcasts and something to that magnitude, because you should be happy that any hip hop artist is doing some part, because they could be in your house tying you up and asking for a ransom.
It's
Right. Don't hate on the next man.
Yeah, Fat Joe got a podcast too, right?
I like Fat Joe podcast. I like Fat Joe podcast. I used to like Howard Stern's radio show that I consider a podcast, but I heard a few things that I thought was racist. So I don't really listen to him anymore.
You've been racist ever since he started. Man.
Huh?
You've been racist ever since he started.
I don't know. I don't listen to him no more.
Let's change the subject.
So, who do you think is the worst blogger in hip hop? That was a question for you, mister.
Oh, for me, the motherfuckers, well, World Star Hip Hop is one of them, but them other people,
No, I'm speaking of personality.
I don't know them like that. I just know.
I think DJ Academics is the worst blogger.
He definitely one of them. He bitch made. He bitch made. He said a lot of suspect shit, and then
I think
he'll walk it back when somebody press him on.
With DJ Academic, I think he's responsible for a lot of murders in Chirac.
Yeah,
I think he kept the war in Chirac going.
He contributed to it, yeah.
So he definitely contributed to a lot of the murders. And the crazy thing about it is he ain't even about that life.
Oh, he a soft cushion ass
You know,
dude.
he fit 100,000 miles away up in the mountains tweeting.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He talk rough to the females on the Fresh and Fit podcast, but he ain't gonna talk hard to no dude. Slap shit out of him.